Most tourists skip Naples, and honestly, they have no idea what they're missing. Because this city is chaotic, beautiful, cheap, and home to some of the best food in Europe. So here's everything you need to know before visiting Naples in 2026. Getting to Naples from the UK is straightforward and affordable. Naples International Airport, officially known as Naples Capodichino, is served by direct flights from several UK airports, including London Gatwick, London Stansted, Manchester and Birmingham. Flight time is approximately 2.5 hours, and return fares can often be found for as little as £60 to £120 if booked in advance. Airlines including EasyJet, Ryanair and British Airways operate routes into Naples regularly. Once you land, getting into the city centre is simple. The Alibus Airport Shuttle runs every 20 minutes directly to Naples Central Station and Piazza Municipio. The fare is around €5. Alternatively, an official white taxi from the airport to the city centre operates on a fixed rate of approximately €23. Always confirm the fixed rate before getting in. For those already travelling through Italy, Naples is also extremely well connected by high-speed rail. A Frecciarossa train from Rome takes just 70 minutes, making Naples an easy and highly recommended addition to any broader Italy itinerary. Naples has several distinct neighbourhoods, and where you stay will shape your experience of the city. Centro Storico, the historic centre, is the most atmospheric area and ideal for first-time visitors. You will be within walking distance of the city's top landmarks, the best pizzerias, and the famous street of Spaccanapoli. Accommodation here is generally the most affordable, with good budget hotels and guest houses available from around €40 to €70 per night. Chiaia is Naples' most upscale neighbourhood, located along the seafront. It is quieter, more polished, and home to excellent restaurants and bars. Mid-range hotels here typically start from €80 to €120 per night. Vomero sits on a hill above the city and is one of the safer, more residential areas, well connected to the centre by funicular. It is a good option for those who prefer a calmer base while still being close to the action. Whichever area you choose, booking in advance is strongly recommended, particularly in summer months between June and September, when the city fills with visitors. Naples is a city that rewards those who explore slowly. Here are the essential experiences you should not miss. Spaccanapoli is the ancient straight street that literally cuts Naples in half. Lined with churches, cafes, street food vendors and local shops, this is the beating heart of the old city. Walk it slowly. There is always something happening. Castel dell'Ovo is Naples' oldest castle, built on a small island connected to the seafront. Entry is free, the views across the Bay of Naples are spectacular, and the surrounding area of Santa Lucia is perfect for an evening walk. The Cappella Sansevero houses one of the most remarkable sculptures in the world, the Veiled Christ, a stunning marble work that appears to show a figure draped in a transparent shroud. This is one of Naples' most extraordinary sights, and booking ahead online is strongly recommended, as entry numbers are limited. The National Archaeological Museum holds one of the finest collections of Greek and Roman artifacts anywhere in the world, including treasures recovered from Pompeii and Herculaneum. For history enthusiasts, this is unmissable. Via San Gregorio Armeno is a narrow lane entirely dedicated to artisans creating handmade nativity scene figures, a tradition stretching back to the 13th century. Even if you visit outside of Christmas, the craftsmanship on display here is genuinely remarkable. Finally, do not overlook Naples Underground, Napoli Sotterranea, a fascinating network of tunnels and cisterns beneath the city, offering a completely different perspective on Naples' ancient past.
If there is one reason above all others to visit Naples, it is the food. Naples is the birthplace of pizza, and eating a genuine Neapolitan pizza here is an experience unlike anything you will find elsewhere. The authentic version features a thin, soft base with a puffed, lightly charred crust, topped simply with San Marzano tomatoes, fresh buffalo mozzarella, and basil. Two of the city's most celebrated pizzerias are l'Antica Pizzeria da Michele on Via Cesare Cersale and Pizzeria Sorbillo on Via dei Tribunali. Both can have queues at peak times. Arrive early or visit slightly off-peak to avoid the longest waits. Beyond pizza, Naples has an extraordinary street food culture. Look out for sfogliatella, a flaky shell-shaped pastry filled with ricotta and citrus, best eaten fresh from a bakery. Frittatina di pasta is a deep-fried pasta cake found at street stalls throughout the historic centre and is a true local favourite. And Naples' coffee culture is world-class. An espresso here, ordered standing at the bar as locals do, costs less than €1 and is among the finest you will taste anywhere. The Quartiere Spagnoli, the Spanish Quarter, is one of the best areas to eat like a local. The narrow streets are filled with trattorias and small restaurants serving traditional Neapolitan dishes at excellent prices.
Naples' location in the Campania region makes it one of the best bases in Italy for day trips, with some of the country's most iconic destinations within easy reach. Pompeii is the most visited day trip from Naples, and rightly so. The ancient Roman city, frozen in time by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, is one of the most extraordinary archaeological sites in the world. Pompeii is approximately 30 minutes from Naples by the Circumvesuviana train line, and you should plan for at least 3 to 4 hours to explore the site properly. Booking tickets in advance is highly recommended. Herculaneum is a smaller, less crowded alternative to Pompeii, and arguably better preserved. If you have limited time or prefer a quieter experience, Herculaneum is an excellent choice. Mount Vesuvius itself can be reached by a combination of bus and a 30 to 60 minute hike. The views from the crater rim across the Bay of Naples and the surrounding region are exceptional, and the experience of standing at the edge of an active volcano is genuinely memorable. The Amalfi coast is one of the most visually dramatic coastlines in Europe. Accessible by bus, ferry, or organised tour from Naples, the towns of Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello are all worth visiting, though the roads are narrow and traffic can be heavy in summer. A guided day tour is often the most stress-free option. Before you visit Naples, here are the most important practical tips to be aware of. On the question of safety, Naples has a reputation that is largely outdated. The city is safe for tourists. Walk with awareness, keep valuables secured, particularly phones and bags in busy street markets, and avoid leaving items visible in parked vehicles. These are standard precautions in any major European city. The vast majority of visitors to Naples report feeling completely comfortable throughout their stay. The Visitalia tourist card is worth considering if you plan to visit multiple museums and attractions. A 3-day pass costs around €23 and includes free public transport, representing excellent value. Getting around Naples is easiest on foot in the historic centre, where narrow streets make driving impractical. The metro, funiculars, and buses cover the wider city well. Traffic in Naples is famously intense. Walking will almost always be faster than any vehicle in the old city. Finally, the best time to visit Naples is spring, April and May, or autumn, September and October. Temperatures are comfortable, crowds are lighter than in peak summer, and prices are generally lower. If you found this guide useful, please subscribe for more travel guides just like this one. We cover destinations across Europe and beyond every week. The links to book flights, hotels, and tours for your Naples trip are all in the description below. Until the next guide, happy travels.